Hola amigos y amigas de YouTube. Soy Andrea y vamos a practicar español. Today, I would like to help you make complete sentences in Spanish that are grammatically correct. And in order to do that, you have to make everything agree in gender and number. So masculine and feminine, singular and plural. It's called concordance. I'm going to show you how to do it. I have a little presentation here. Tengo una presentación aquí y quiero compartir con todos ustedes. Oraciones completas en español, making everything agree in Spanish to make complete sentences. Okay, so the first thing that you need to know is the verb ser, which means to be. And there are actually two verbs for to be in Spanish. One is ser and one is a star. And we're just going to look at ser for today. We'll look at a star in another video. Ser is used with character traits, personality traits, physical traits, and occupation, nationality, place of origin. There are a lot of different uses for ser, meaning to be. So the forms are yo soy, I am, tú eres, you are, él es, he is, ella es, she is, usted es, you are, that's the formal singular you, nosotros somos, we are, vosotros sois, you are, informal plural, which in the South we'd say y'all are or all of you are. Ellos son, they are, ellas son, they, women are, or ustedes son, you are, formal plural. So soy, eres, es, somos, sois, son. Those are the forms of ser, and you have to conjugate it for the correct subject. That's making it agree in number and person with the subject of the sentence. And you could leave the yo out and just say soy, I am, eres, you are, es could mean he is, she is, or you are, depending on the context. Somos, if you left out the nosotros, it would still mean we are. Sois would still mean y'all are. Son could mean they are, or you, plural, are, depending on the context. Okay, so let's introduce some color vocabulary here so we can make sentences with them. If I want to say red, it's rojo if I'm talking about something that's masculine and singular. But if I want to talk about something that's red, that's masculine and plural, I'd say rojos, I'd add an S, okay? If it's feminine, roja, and if it's feminine plural, rojas. So because it ends in O, there's four forms, rojo, roja, rojos, rojas. And it's gonna agree with whatever it's describing. So if you're talking about a book, which is masculine singular, that would be rojo. But if you're talking about a table, which is feminine singular, that would be roja. Or if you're talking about two books, rojos, or two tables, rojas. It's got to agree. Okay, verde ends in an E. This means green. And because it ends in an E, the verde works for both masculine and feminine. You could have un libro verde or una mesa verde. The E works for both masculine and feminine, and then to make it plural, you just add S. Los libros verdes, las mesas verdes. Yellow is like rojo, it ends in O, so there's four forms, masculine singular, feminine singular, masculine plural, feminine plural. Amarillo, amarilla, amarillos, amarillas. Orange is a really hard word to say, it's got a lot of syllables. Just break it down syllable by syllable. Anaranjado, say it with me. Anaranjado, anaranjada, anaranjados, anaranjadas. So un libro anaranjado, una mesa anaranjada, unos libros anaranjados, unas mesas anaranjadas. Purple, morado, morada, morados, moradas. Blue is azul, it ends in a consonant, and it's kind of like verde in the sense that azul can go with masculine or feminine. So you could have un libro azul or una mesa azul. And then the plural is azules, we added es. Blanco, blanca, blancos, blancas is for white, and negro, negra, negros, negras is for black. Agreeing again, masculine and feminine, singular and plural. Here's some other adjectives that have to agree. Interesante ends in an E, so you just add S to make it plural. Interesante goes with boys or girls. So un chico interesante, una chica interesante, un libro interesante, una mesa interesante. So because it ends in E, it can go with masculine or feminine. And then you just make it plural by adding S. Same with inteligente. Bonito, meaning pretty, ends in an O, so it can be O, A, os, as. Same thing with ugly, feo, O, A, os, as. Grande ends in an E, so it works with masculine and feminine. And grandes is the plural form. Pequeño means small. Pequeño, pequeña, pequeños, pequeñas. Tall would be alto, alta, altos, altas. And short, bajo, baja, bajos, bajas, depending on who you're describing. So here are some complete sentences, and we're going from singular in one sentence to plural in the next. El libro es interesante. The book is interesting. To make el plural, el becomes los, libro becomes libros, es becomes son. Instead of it is, it's they are. And then interesante becomes interesantes. So the whole sentence goes from singular, el libro es interesante, to plural, los libros son interesantes. La mesa es amarilla, the table is yellow. It's all feminine, all singular. We want to make it plural. La goes to las, mesa goes to mesas, es goes to son. Instead of it is, they are. Amarilla becomes amarillas. Las mesas son amarillas. Un niño es inteligente, singular. Unos niños son inteligentes, plural. Everything agrees. Yo soy alta, I am tall, feminine. I, being a girl, am tall, soy alta. We are tall, mixed group. Nosotros somos altos. Okay, this one went from singular, feminine, to plural, masculine ending because I went from a woman saying I am tall to a group who's a mixed group saying we are tall. Nosotros somos altos. All right, so now it's your turn. I wanted to say, instead of she is interesting, ella es interesante, I want to say they, the women, they are interesting. What do you think? Ella becomes ellas, es becomes son, and interesante, interesantes. Ellas son interesantes. They are interesting. All right, tú eres inteligente, you are intelligent. Now to make you plural, you have two choices. If you're from Spain, you'll go from informal singular to informal plural. So you'll go from tú to vosotros. Tú eres inteligente would be vosotros sois inteligentes. But in Latin America, nobody uses vosotros much. So instead of going from tú to vosotros, they'd go from tú to ustedes, which is a plural you, only it's the formal plural you. You could say ustedes son inteligentes. Okay, yo soy baja, I am short, feminine. We wanted to make that plural. Let's make it a we, that's all women. Yo would become nosotras. Soy changes to somos, and baja, bajas. Nosotras somos bajas. Usted es activo, you are active, you formal singular are active. If you want usted to become plural, it becomes ustedes. Es becomes son. And activo, activos. Muy bien, ustedes son activos. Okay, I hope that this helped. I hope it gave you a better understanding of what you need to do to make everything agree so that you can speak in a grammatically correct way. And we're going to do a similar exercise in the next video where instead of using ser, meaning to be, we're going to use estar, meaning to be. Gracias por haberme acompañado y nos vemos la próxima vez. See you next time.